Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing well. This here on the screen, I've heard of this before, and then something similar happened to someone I know. So, this here on the screen, we have a lady, I believe she was ill with leukemia. Okay. And this is her and her boyfriend. Fast forward at the last minutes of her life, that's when he decides to go ahead and propose to her. Actually, not just proposed, but they got married. Had a wedding ceremony. So yeah, at the last moments of her life, they end up having a wedding ceremony. As she was lying there, uh, he reportedly put the ring on her finger, and she succumbed shortly thereafter. Reportedly, that's what happened. Hmm. Um, I guess it was at the last minute. So because it also states that they didn't have like a wedding like marriage license, none of that. So it was just like I guess like promptu. But yeah, he put the ring on her finger, and they I guess married her while she was lying there, and she succumbed shortly thereafter. So I did a video a while ago. Tony Gaskins, he said, "Oh, about these men, they need to get married. They're becoming clowns out there. They need to get married." And I thought that video was hilarious. And it's like, gee, why do they need to get married? And yeah, he knows what he's saying. They need to get married. We know who they are. And he was referring to black men, how black men need to get married. So a situation that occurred, and it kind of bothered me, but it's not, it's not my place to critique it at the time. You just kind of listen and try to be there for that person. So, um, young lady that I know, her family, she dated a man that was a baby daddy when she met him. Then she dated and met him, and you know what happens? The same thing, baby daddy. They seem to have a tight relationship. I'm like, they all seem to have that, no doubt, in the beginning. Seem to have a very tight relationship. He's at functions and all that. Well, then she became pregnant, and then it's like after the baby shower, you can pretty much guess what happens after that. All of a sudden, it's too much for him, and it's like, you got to be kidding me. The woman is the one that's going through the changes, plus working a full-time job, by the way, paying her bills. So he decided he needed a little break. So now at this point, when the child is here, he's like in her life, you know what I mean? But he's kind of like in and out. He's in and out, like it's some kind of dewdrop in. So you know how it goes, ladies. He pretty much he fits into that little stereotype, in and out. Then he's there for a minute, and then when she wants to, like him to take a more active role, all of a sudden, let me guess, here comes the argument, the fight, and then he's out for the night. Yeah, yeah. So the sad thing is, um, talk about dedication, and I think she was a good woman. I've never known her to date anybody else. It's like, wow. Next thing you know, the child is 5. Next thing you know, the child is 10. Next thing you know, the child is a teenager. Uh-oh. The child is about to graduate. Next thing you know, guess what happens, lady? Don't forget what the guy said, they need to get married. She bought a house. He proposed. He proposed. And they got married. Yeah. He proposed and they got married. And some, I think, yay. I think differently. What's he bringing to the table? You've practically raised a child by yourself with the help of your family. That he proposed. Ooh, yes, yeah. You about what, 10, 15 years late. Yeah, you umpteen years late. But hey, he proposed. They got married. She was very responsible. She's the breadwinner. Responsible breadwinner that she is. Guess what happened? Ladies and gentlemen, guess what happened? She was running some errands, and unfortunately, there was an accident. She didn't make it. Running some errands. She didn't make it. Real bad accident. Don't forget the man that they need to get married. He's got perfect timing. Oh, he's got perfect timing, my friend. He's got perfect timing. They need to get married. Yes, he does. He's got such perfect timing, I tell you. Because guess what occurred? By the mere fact that she did not make it, the child now ready to go ahead, stay out of state to go to school and go live with other family members. Out of all the sacrifices, out of all the cheating and fighting and all this stuff, guess what? You know what he gets? He gets a house and life insurance. He gets a house and life insurance. So if the child is in another state going to school, they need to get married. You think? I said, wow, what are the odds? She's left him with a house and life insurance. She's left him with a house and a vehicle and life insurance. So I guess he can become a parent. What? I guess he'll become a parent when the kid's back home for the summer. So yeah, he's got perfect timing. Oh, perfect timing. Wait till the kid is pretty much a teenager, and then get married, slide on in. I thought about it, wow, this sounds like a younger version. It worked out for him, a nurse with a purse. But all that time you hear about the fighting and he's getting mad and running to mama and crying. Decades of this. Not years, decades. 'Cause it's like, oh boy. It was pretty much the norm. So when it's like that, I just don't say anything. It's the young people in their lives. Perfect timing. Once the child is practically raised, slide on in. Mustn't have anything else going for her. It makes me wonder if that's why you know, it really makes me wonder if the guy realized, oh, she raised a child. That's the only kid that she has. I don't have anything else going on. I've been running these streets for umpteen years. Man, I might need to go ahead and get married. And they did. So yeah, that man posting that about the black men, they need to get married. It more than likely would benefit them more than the women. Because we typically know what happens. But wow, perfect timing. And then for something horrible to happen. And he's there with assets, life insurance, house, car. Kid, I think finna head was what? Headed to Atlanta to go to school. So, this is April now, summer will be out, so come back home. But the idea. So then when the fall semester hits, smart kid, well behaved, raised decently, back to school. Look at that. What if the shoe had been on the other foot? He probably wouldn't have any life insurance because guess what? He's probably not even insurable. I don't know what kind of job I guess you can find some kind of job, but probably not insurable, at least not for a high amount. You've been running the streets for so long and possibly, slanging. Yeah, that's a great 401k plan. Perfect timing. So I wanted to share that with you. And I thought about, I said, wow, even for talk about the older ones looking for a nurse with the purse. I don't think some of the ladies in our community in the BC realize what an asset that you are. I think sometimes we get caught up in the day-to-dayness and we forget. You're not realizing what an asset you are. They need to get married. All those studies, the Brookings Institute, showing how Black women, when they marry them, seems like you can't pull up out of poverty. Matter of fact, it seems to indicate you get more deeper into poverty. Why? Because we're just picking up straps. Heaven forbid you find a man that has something, you're seen as a gold digger. That lets you know there is a low expectation for Black women in the community. Keep you down. Ooh, but when they get up, honey, they don't want a sister in brown. So they need to get married. I thought, wow, yep, that guy, he looking out for them. They're becoming clowns. No, sir, they're past becoming. They are. Need to get married. Sorry, that's my platform. Take a swim. Be quiet, please. Loading up. They need to get married. And I thought about it. Look how it benefited him. But what happens when Black women typically marry them? Babies, bills, bad critic, lower critic score. So baby daddy. Perfect timing. This here is just a lesson to share with you. We have got to engage in more critical thinking skills. We really have to. What works for the prior generation? It's a new day. It's a new day. And the struggle of love is not working out. Miss Love a Thug is not working out. Anyway, thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share, and I'm out.